Oh, yes?
Yeah,
Are my tweets okay now?
yeah, they're better, way better, and I've been really enjoying this. We sort of go back and forth, I noticed. Like, you inspired me to tweet more. I tweeted a ton this morning.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad, really.
Do you go to the A-list and actually look at everybody's tweets?
No. I usually go to the Cure Drive tweets and I look at them there. Well, I see more if I go to the A-list.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
You'll see more, and you can retweet more.
Yes, okay, good to know. I'm still a baby in these technologies, you know.
Well, we've only been doing it a few days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me know when I can call you, Franny. Just yell out and I'll call you whenever you want.
Okay, well you can call me now, but my camera's not totally adjusted.
Now remember, at the end of this meeting, you and Franny need to, like, tweet about the meeting.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
And I bet you'll do, and also when you do this with Greg tomorrow,
yes,
same thing, and let your followers on Facebook, because see, all your tweets go through to Facebook, and so do mine.
Yes.
So like, we've got thousands of people able to access all this stuff we're sending about what we're doing.
Yeah, that's very good. That's a very good way to access lots of people. Cool.
Well, among you, me, and Franny, just the three of us, without anybody else on the Cure team, and not including Greg's 2,400 people, we alone probably have around 3,000 people.
That's great.
Yeah. And you know, if you notice, they're writing to us, people we never heard from, like the woman who's like, that woman in a panic wrote, and you wrote back to her that, you know, she has no, that was Barb wrote to her, she has kidney failure.
Yes.
And Barb wrote right back to her, you know, and boom, bingo, there it was, you know, she got help.
Yeah, wonderful.
She got immediate help. So we're Johnny on the spot. We're helping people. We're here. We are the minute people, the minute women. We are here for people. You know who the Minutemen were in the Revolution?
No.
Well, in the American Revolution, they had Minutemen who, like when the British were coming, they would, you know, immediately get out there and fight back.
Okay.
That's who the Minutemen were.
Good.
So now when
Franny, how you again?
I got my circus star.
Wow, did you get it yesterday?
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
I had this, oh wait, we have to fix this. I have to put myself, what do I have to do? You have to lower your speakers or something. Let me put my headset on.
We've actually been doing pretty well with the reverberation, and I think that the speakers are at a good level for the film. Now, I'm just going to get you started, and then you guys can...
Let me just finish my story.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying that I took my niece and nephew to the circus last year, but they didn't make it here this year in time. But I decided to take myself, and she filmed a lot of it and took pictures. She was only like 8 years old. And she keeps bugging me. I completely forgot about it. She wants a CD. Like, I make CDs of the thing for her to watch. You know. So anyway, that's one reason I got inspired to go to the circus again.
Good idea. Very good idea. You did something you like, you know.
That's right. I lost weight too. I hardly ate all day though, but I was kind of, you know, had fun in what I was doing.
You know, I think that sometimes we need to break the routine. It's important. Do something different.
That's absolutely right.
Something different.
Right.
Well, I'm going to just, as I say, get you started. And, you know, we focused last week on your thyroid nodules and curing those, Ross. And so this week we'll focus on Franny.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is, like, first of all, I want you to test, like Franny talks a lot about losing weight.
Yes.
I stopped actually lately.
Now, is talking about losing weight a way of maintaining a virtual reality?
Yes, I guess yes.
Me too.
So that's what you're going to work on. What you're trying to do is get Franny out of virtual reality and into real reality.
Okay.
And when you do that, what's going to happen is that Franny will build up her body. It's one of the results that you'll see, is that she'll become more muscular, she'll become more aerobic, her stomach size will drop, her body will reshape itself, and she'll become just simply healthier. Weight loss will happen within that as well.
Yes. I remember once, maybe 2 months ago, maybe you remember, Franny, I asked her and we tested if you really wanted to lose weight, and we got no. Do you remember?
No, but I tested. I really do want to do it now.
How do you, okay, test this question. Is this testing, like the question of whether or not Franny wants to lose weight, whether she really wants to or not, is asking that question a way of maintaining a virtual reality?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, me too.
So see, you're going to have to, this is going to be very difficult. We're in an area here that is a lot harder than killing a herpes virus.
Yeah, sure.
Or testing, whether or not to take magnesium right now, or something like that. We are trying to find out what we're doing.
Yes.
And when you understand what you're doing, then usually you like catch yourself. It's, how people always say, well, I caught myself doing that and I stopped, We've got to come into reality, and behavior will upgrade. Reflexes will get better and behavior will upgrade. And you're right, Franny, you did very well yesterday because you had fun, and as you said, you hardly ate anything and you were able to hardly eat anything, and it worked out for you.
Right.
And a lot of let's all test this. Is the amount of food I take in a certain day, and I'm testing this too, is the amount of food I take in a certain day or on a certain meal, sometimes is that a way of maintaining a virtual reality? I already got yes on that.
Yes.
And so taking in less can be a way of maintaining a virtual reality. Yes. Taking in more, any kind of assessment of amount can be and what we've got to do is we have to, whatever our virtual realities are, we've got to either use them or collapse them. And you can't use a virtual reality that you don't know you've got. So you have to know what they are and then decide, okay, let me run this and I'm going to learn from it, or let me collapse it. And they collapse of themselves when you see them. You don't really have to do anything about it. When you know it's virtual and you're not learning from it, it collapses. Or when you know it's virtual and you are learning from it, then you actually learn. I have lots of virtual realities I'm running all the time. That's what I do all day. I run virtual realities. That's my job is doing that. That's how I, you know, figure all this stuff out that I have to figure out. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's how he won the world weightlifting championship and became who he is.
Yeah.
Which led to him being governor and everything else. He used virtual realities. He closed his eyes and pictured himself losing, you could picture yourself losing weight, or he pictured himself using his muscles.
Yes, and it worked.
And it worked, and then he went and lifted weights.
Yeah.
He did the...
I remember there was a woman who was doing, I guess it was called DMA, and she was always admiring her body in the mirror, and then she said, well, I've been admiring my body and thinking about how I want it to be, but she said my face I didn't work on, so it looks older than my body. Oh my God.
Franny's face looks like a big rabbit face.
Hey!
She's the Wonder Banner.
She's the Wonder Banner. Okay, with this as your beginning, really try hard to relate everything to is it or isn't it a virtual reality.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about, you know, what any excess weight on my part is saying. And the two things I came up with are I'm hurt and I want to protect myself. So are those virtual realities? I get no.
Another?
But I think that I create virtual realities to get away from that, like away from the hurt and away from trying to protect myself.
Okay, let's test that. Are you creating virtual realities to avoid protecting yourself?
Yes.
I get yes too.
Wait.
Not to avoid.
I just saw something.
What?
See, everybody, like this is what like psychoanalysis is about. Like this is what psychologists talk to people about all day, and counselors and this is like people say, I'm doing this because of this, you know, feeling or this thing. Now, is the feeling, let's say I'm hurt, you know, what you said, I'm hurt. Is the feeling I'm hurt a virtual reality?
I get no.
I get yes.
Yeah. Is it actually, like, for example, is it a picture of a past event or a recreation of a past event?
I get yes.
I get no.
So test this, Franny. I am hurt in the present right now.
Hi.
Hi there.
Ti stanno dicendo ciao.
Ciao.
Non ti possono sentire, devi parlare nel microfono.
Ciao.
If you were in Ireland, that would be a leprechaun.
It's an elf.
Yeah, an elf, right?
A Christmas elf.
A Christmas elf.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tell him he's an elf.
Roby, dicono che sei un elfo.
Okay.
Well, we asked the question wrong too, because it isn't that I'm hurt is to avoid the virtual reality is to avoid the reality. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's saying I'm hurt is to avoid.
So you're looking for motivations, okay? Don't do that.
Motivations.
Yeah, don't look for motivations. Like people don't need a reason to maintain a virtual reality. All you have to do is realize what is and isn't a virtual reality.
I guess we have to go.
Is the hurt a virtual reality? Am I actually?
I still get no.
Am I actually hurt?
Yes.
Test, is Franny actually hurt?
I guess yes.
Is Franny actually hurt? Is it?
Yes.
Is she? Okay. Is the hurt in her? Well, okay. Now, so do this. Find the bodies. That where the hurt is. Is hurt always in? Here's a good question. Is hurt always in a body? Is hurt always in a body?
I get yes.
Okay. Okay. So find the bodies where the hurt is and remove it.
Is it in the celestial body?
I get no.
Is it in the gravitational body?
No.
Spiral body?
No.
I got yes.
You got yes on the spiral?
Yeah. Also, is it in her physical body? Is it in any of her organs? So you actually may, when you do the physical body, you may have to go through the organs.
She always says the chakras, the organs, and all that stuff.
Okay, all right, I'm going to leave you to it then. This is good.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, as Bayer tested it's in your spiral body, let's remove it. Anyway.
Okay.
Remove the hurt from your spiral body.
Okay.
Okay. Is the hurt in your etheric body?
No.
In your astral body?
No.
Is it in your karmic body?
Yes.
I get yes as well. Okay. How long has it been in your karmic body? This lifetime?
Yes, before this lifetime.
Before this lifetime? Okay. Is it linked to a past life trauma?
I get no.
No. Okay. Can we just remove the hurt without doing anything else? Okay. Yes. Remove it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now ask if the hurt is in your emotional body.
Yes.
Yes, remove it from there.
Okay.
Okay. Is it in your mental body? Any hurt in your mental body?
No.
1 second. Ask us, how do you feel now, Franny? Do you feel any different?
Well, I feel happier, but I was already feeling happier, but maybe it's a notch higher.
It might be. You might feel different. Okay, I have another thing for you to test. Did you ever test for hurt in your spiral body?
A hurt? Yes, we cleared it.
Okay, test this question. Was the hurt in my spiral body a virtual reality?
Again, no.
Okay, here's another question. Let's ask a general question. Are cancer codes in people's gravitational bodies virtual realities?
Yes.
Okay. And do people maintain those?
Yes.
And that happens when the gravitational body goes and reinstalls them when they're lost, right?
Right.
Because that's what the gravitational body does. Like, we remove things from our gravitational body and 2 hours later they're back, except they're not back. It went and got another one.
Okay.
Things don't actually appear in these bodies. The bodies get them. Like, they come into the body, or the body gets it, or the body is receptive to it, or whatever. Get it?
So what you're saying basically is that no matter if someone has something like a dysfunction or anything like that in any of their bodies, then they're probably in a virtual reality.
And maintaining it.
Okay.
They're maintaining it. Test this question. Does my karmic body think it needs this hurt?
No.
Okay. Does her karmic body think anything? Yes. Does it think it needs that hurt? Did it think it needed the hurt before I removed it?
No.
Ross, what do you get?
I got yes.
I got yes too. Now, that doesn't mean that your answer is not real, but it may mean that just that we really are sort of asking different questions, but, you know, not, you know, and we don't realize it because the questions are worded the same. But this is, this is what we're really trying to do with people. Like when somebody cures their herpes, or if you cure your thyroid nodules, part of it is going to be stopping your gravitational body from going out and getting codes for thyroid nodules. I.e., stopping maintaining whatever the virtual reality is. Are thyroid nodules a virtual reality? I get yes. See, the thing about like something like a thyroid nodule, like your body is growing them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're not caused by a bacteria or something.
No.
No. So your body is growing them, so you're obviously maintaining something, aren't you?
Yeah.
Franny, what do you say about this?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Okay. What body we were at? I think emotional.
Yes. We did that one.
We did that. Checking you have a heart in your mental body.
No. We did. Did we do my astral?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to check again, it's okay.
I get no.
Okay. Do you have heart in your physical body?
No.
I get yes.
Okay, well then I'll remove it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Test if the heart in your physical body was in a specific organ.
Well, I was thinking yes, but now I'm getting no.
Yeah, okay, me too.
Okay.
I get the same. Okay. Is hurt in any of your universal bodies?
No.
No, okay. So all your bodies are clear of hurt?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay. Let's try to identify some virtual realities and what you need them for. What do you say? Shall we do that?
Okay. Well, I suppose one virtual reality is not thinking I'm just going to stay the same weight.
Okay, you tested yes?
Yes.
Okay, so is that why you aren't losing weight?
Okay, no.
Okay. I got yes on that one, but anyway, let's try to put it another way. Is the idea of needing to have weight to feel safe a virtual reality?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me more about that virtual reality? See what pops into mind and just...
Well, I mean, the most obvious is it's a real cushion.
Okay.
Which I know, like, people bounce off, you know.
Okay, yeah. Like an airbag, yes?
That's right.
It keeps you from getting hurt.
That's right. Right. I gotta write that one down. Okay.
Why? Franny, why do you need that? What are you afraid of?
Well, I'm gullible, and I do get hurt, and a lot of people just depend on me so much. I can't afford to react to all this stuff, so I just have a cushion so that they can all pummel me.
Do you have the cushion because you feel overwhelmed?
Not overwhelmed, more like just there's a lot of demands on my time and energy.
Yes.
And
do you think you can't handle all the demands?
Yes. I remember when I first started doing sessions with Bard, and a long time ago I met him, and I was in a group with some other people, and later I saw one of the people of the group, and he said I was totally different, but I had, as my prowess, let's say, gained ground, like my confidence, I also put on weight. And I remember people said when I first came in, it was like a wet dish rag, and later on I wasn't that way anymore. I had gained a lot of power for myself. Confidence.
Test if you have this virtual reality, you need to be bigger in order to help all those people.
Yes, in fact, Byron once said, well, you have to be the biggest one, and you have to allow for all these other people, you have to help them, like you have to be the bigger one. And I didn't want to be the bigger one. I wanted to be just like everybody else and get what everybody else, like the care and everything else that everybody else was getting. So.
Okay. But can we say you are maintaining that virtual reality because otherwise you would have to say no to Bayard, I don't want to do it, and something like that?
I test no. I thought I was going to test yes, but I test no. Because I do say no to Bayard now. It was harder for me back then. I don't know. I think there's degrees, like sometimes I don't, it's like I say no, but I don't feel like I can say no.
Okay,
there's a difference, like I might be saying no, but I just I'm like feeling really uncomfortable that I have to say no. I have to justify it somehow. I have to explain myself. I have to come up with a good reason. Like if he wants, if it's like 11 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden he said, "Well, what about making a graphic?" And I feel, I should have made the graphic, but I don't really want to make the graphic at 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I mean, if he wanted one, he could have asked earlier. Then it's like up to me to know that that I should be making a graphic, today. But I mean, I can see where, yes, if I was doing my job, blah blah blah, and all that I should be thinking about that, but I don't.
Okay. So, is that an example you gave me? Creating a need to create a virtual reality.
Yes.
Okay. And the same happened with your weight. You have to be the biggest one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is this virtual reality giving you?
Comfort.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like I do behaviors that support that they're comforting too. You know, in other words, I don't have to pressure myself to do or avoid things or whatever. I can just do what I want.
Yes, because anyway, you are the biggest one, right?
I'm the biggest one, virtually and really.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Now that I know this, can I still be the biggest one without be the biggest physically speaking?
Yes.
Okay. Test, did I just collapse this virtual reality about being big?
Yes.
Okay. Do we need to see if this virtual reality has left any damages in any of your bodies?
Yes.
Okay. What about your celestial body?
No.
Gravitational?
No.
Spiral?
No.
Etheric?
No.
Astral?
No.
Karmic?
Yes.
Okay. What sort of damage?
Rip or tear. Ooh. Tear. Well.
Test for acceleration.
Yes, but I also test, you know, like the recreation of, like having to go over things and owe people things. That's the only how I can explain it. Like I'm still obligated.
Okay. Can you remove that?
Yes.
Okay, I remove it.
Test, is it a loop?
Yes.
Okay, so break the loop.
Okay.
Do you need to install anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Doesn't anything pop into your mind?
Loving myself.
Okay. Install it.
Self-love. Okay.
Feeling free?
Sure. Confidence.
Okay.
So I can't put the words to it, but something about knowing how to manage myself or something, you know, like
Okay.
managing things myself.
Yes. Managing yourself and things the way you want, the way that's good for you. Okay.
And that includes managing, you know, doing things for myself and how I eat and, you know. Or maybe it's the lack of, let's see, sometimes that could be the lack of management, like not over-managing. Maybe I'm over-managing.
Okay.
Things.
Okay.
So maybe so it's appropriate management.
Okay, good. Good.
Management.
Do you feel complete with your karmic body?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you feel complete with your karmic body?
Yes.
Okay. Any damage in your emotional body?
No.
Mental?
No.
Physical?
No.
Okay. Universal? Any universal bodies?
No.
No, okay. Okay. So, now, test if you can be big, but not physically.
Yes.
No, excuse me, I wanted something else. Test if you can lose weight and still be big, a big person.
Yes.
Okay. Test if instead of being big, you can be great.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you know, the thing about doing what I did yesterday is like when I mentioned it to Bayard, I realized how much I wanted his approval for that. Like going to the circus, like completely driving down and going to a circus, like seemed like way out there for me. Like it was something I wanted to do, but it just seemed like totally insane, you know, to not do more things to get ready for Greg's arrival and forget everything and go down there and with the possibility of being late to the airport and everything else. I wasn't. I mean, I had plenty of time.
Okay. You were just pushing yourself ahead of other people.
Yeah. And that felt kind of strange.
Sometimes it's good.
But that
Sometimes
felt strange. Felt strange.
Okay, did you ever did that or anything like that before?
Yes, I've done that. When I resent people for doing the same, I remind myself that that's something I'd like to do too. Like, there's no reason of being angry at somebody for being who they are because I want to be who I am too.
Of course. Of course. For example, this morning I started decorating my Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah?
And my husband asked me, why are you doing that? And I'm talking for myself, because I love it.
Uh-huh.
And that's the truth. I have no children, you know, usually people my age do that for the grandchildren. I do it for myself, because I like it. It makes me feel a child again, and the feeling is very good.
Right. Yeah, I know. I skipped the last few years of putting up a Christmas tree, but this year I think I'm going to do it. I've been putting up lights outside, though. That's
good.
Every year I've been putting up lights, and it was nice. It was great because, well, my neighbor died. That's not so great. My neighbor died, and they were giving away all his stuff, and I took one of those reindeers with the lights on it. You know?
Yeah.
That was so fun, and so I'm going to put that out to this year again too.
It's only right that you do things that make you feel good.
Right.
You know, because if we feel good about ourselves, we can help out other people. It comes naturally.
Well, I'm not sure how to fit this in, but, you know, like in some senses, I realize how great I am and how smart and everything, and I am relatively attractive even though I'm heavy, but at the same time, there's all these things that are saying, no, that's not true, but I guess I've come to this point as far as I have because there's some stubbornness inside but to recognize myself and how, you know, good I am. Because I don't go around, I mean, you know, I don't do what, like, for instance, Barb does, self-deprecate all the time. I don't do that. So, in that sense, I'm happy that I don't do that. Not to put Barb down, but, you know, I feel for her because in some ways, it's so easy to fall into that pattern of deprecating myself. And I just have to watch that. But I suppose, you know, asking for permission, like telling Barry it was a crazy idea and did he have any objections, is just the same. It's like somewhat similar. And
Yeah.
Just not feeling like, yeah, I can do it. What the heck? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. But
yeah.
I'm not like that. I don't like people who do everything they want to do regardless of what anybody else wants. I think that's not good either.
More than needing someone else's permission, I think you wanted his approval.
I did.
Test if that's another virtual reality.
Yes, but it does make me awfully happy when he said yes.
Well, something that Barb said the other day was that she could just use cocaine and feel great. It makes her.
I'm not going to do that. But
People.
I can see using food to make myself feel happy.
Virtual realities make people happy. It's a reward.
Yeah.
The behavior of maintaining a virtual reality is rewarded by the people feel like the feeling that they get from the virtual reality. That's why people do it.
Right.
See, all virtual realities are addiction.
Well, thank God I've got a virtual reality instead of taking cocaine, but I mean, I suppose...
Well, no, Bono, I think that they're probably both bad. But just test is permission a virtual reality?
Permission, yes.
So there it is. And also, when is approval a virtual reality?
Yes.
Is control a virtual reality?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, those were the things that we were supposed to let go of: control and approval.
Well, people who have control know that control is real.
Right.
And they have control because they don't maintain a virtual reality of control.
Right.
Do you like Kevin Costner?
Sure.
Because he's very good at that. Like when he portrays these characters in the films that he makes, he always, is somebody who obviously has, a high degree of skill and ability and so on. And at the same time, he always seems to realize, and he spends the whole movie expressing how he knows he can't control the outcome. And he's really praying and trying and hoping and all the stuff that, that you do when you're really you're on your toes and alert. He stays alert.
Well, where'd you get that? I mean, what movie were you watching that you got that idea?
All of his movies are like that.
Really?
Yes. He does that, and that's his approach to acting. And it's his secret, of what makes him somebody that people love watching him because they learn from him. Bruce Willis is like that too.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is going to pull it out of the hat, but he doesn't. He's not stuck in a virtual. Bruce Willis is not maintaining a virtual reality. He's perceptive. He stays in touch with reality.
Huh. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, you were pretty worried about him, right? There for a minute. But see, that's how he gets you to worry about him. That's how these guys make their characters interesting. Like you're worried about the character. What's going to happen to him? You're on the edge of your seat. That's why.
Yeah, but he's always dealing with these people in virtual realities. In the movies.
Yeah, that's like they're stupid, Like that movie he made about the golfer, and the other golfer was this guy who lived in a virtual reality, and his whole life was about maintaining virtual realities, and he was a real idiot, remember?
Yeah.
He was villainous because he was so stupid.
Well, that's the villain in Die Hard 1, you know, he was like with his suits and all that crap.
That's right.
You know, and thinking he was going to get away with it all, you know, and that he had control. Boy, what a loser.
Friend.
Yes.
How do you feel now?
Well, I feel great.
Is there a difference since we started this session and now?
Well, I mean, obviously a test there is. I'm not really sure to put anything into words.
Okay, never mind. Maybe later it will come to you.
Well, I know that after yesterday, I mean, like, filming this was kind of the spur of the moment. That felt good, you know, rather than trying to control, you know, whether I was ready or not. So we kind of went against the pattern.
What old behaviors can you let go of?
Well, again, you know, not thinking I have to control how everything happens or protect myself from how things are happening.
Okay.
Avoid things.
Yeah.
The funny part about it is yesterday, like, when I went to Sarasota, you know, I didn't have much time between going there and going back up to Tampa. And I decided to stop by at my dad's, and I called him and I called his girlfriend, and nobody was home. They lived a couple houses away from each other. So, but I decided to drive down their street anyway, and I didn't see the car or anything. So I was driving away, and I get this phone call from my dad's cell phone, and he says, "Was that you driving by?" And apparently they just came out from the their friend's house. Just at the moment I drove by, they came out of the house and they saw me driving on the other street. And if they had come out like a minute sooner or later, they wouldn't have seen me. And so I stopped and I said hello and, you know, blah, blah, and they went out shopping, so I went on my way. But it was great, you know, because it's like I manifested them seeing me and calling me back. Because I thought they were both out. Yeah. It's like, I mean, they just came out of the house, you know, their neighbors.
Yeah.
And I didn't see them because they were in a back, like a different street, but they could see down where I passed by. So that was kind of funny. I enjoyed yesterday a lot. It was nice.
It was a good day.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't do, but it wasn't important to me, is there was this one clown that I saw last year. It's a woman, and I really like her. And so maybe next year I'll get to ask her to get a picture with her. She's just great with the kids and everything. But so I took lots of pictures of her with the kids because that was what I saw in her that was really terrific. You know, she was just really great with them, and she wears this. I mean, I guess clowns all have their signature looks. Some of them are actually registered or something. So they dress the same way every year, like they have their character.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a picture of Lenny with her last year, and I ended up taking her with a different clown that wasn't there this year. But I mean, he didn't have the costume anyway. But maybe when they come next time, I hope they come in time for the circus. That was fun. I really enjoyed it.
And then you start to remember the beautiful day.
Yes. And I got a beautiful film when this year they have completely different acts, and there was this really beautiful horse, like this woman worked with horses. And the horses were beautiful. They had long manes, like really curly long manes, and they were matched. And then she had a little pony that matched. And I filmed the whole thing. And my niece Lenny loves horses now, so I think she'll really love that clip. You know,
Good.
dig, yeah, so that was fun. It was just all fun.
Good. Test something else now. Test if there is a result that you couldn't achieve before this session and you can now.
Yes. Well, I already lost a pound since yesterday. Of course, that doesn't mean much because you go up and down a pound. But, you know, it was good. I felt like that was, a testament to having fun, that's for sure.
Yeah. The way I see it, it's God telling you, Franny, you can lose all the weight you want.
Well, I also got this great book called Manifesting Your, I think Managing Your Metabolism. It is really manifesting.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were tips in there, not that I would follow, like I've learned everything, but it was tips about, like learning how to do with the hormones and stuff like that, rather than just calories. And so I've been attempting to follow some of those ideas, and I feel differently. And I've been going to bed late, but I've been still getting up at the same, like early. And last night we went to bed pretty early. We were all tuckered out, and but that's like an old behavior that I like to lose, is going to bed late, just getting to bed early and getting up earlier anyway.
Rhythm. We talked about that in the past. Do you remember?
Yes, and I think that all that stuff affects my health, you know.
Yeah, sure. Because rhythm is one of the things connected to weight.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
Test if we need to access any more virtual realities now.
No, I think we'd be starting a whole new cycle, I think, if we did that, and it's already been an hour, or maybe 45 minutes anyway.
Okay.
So I think I feel pretty complete.
Good. Let's hear from other producer and film director.
Well, one thing I want to mention is, like, test this question. When you were, just a minute ago, you were talking about losing weight. And both of you test, was I maintaining a virtual reality then?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Well, it seems like then maybe you should test if you've cured something and maybe do a few accelerator questions to complete your session.
Oh, I cured something, yes.
Something.
Okay.
Things.
Ask if there is anything that you absolutely couldn't do before and that you can do now.
Yes.
Okay. Any idea of what it can be?
Well, it has something to do with like doing things that I enjoy and maintaining the things that I have to do, but also making time that's not late at night to do the things that I would like to do. Like going to the circus was instead of staying up late to do something else.
Good. So, test this. Is it going to bed late compensating for having fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Is going to bed late maintaining a virtual reality?
I get no.
I get yes.
didn't know. But maybe my virtual reality doesn't want me to know that.
Does it? Are some of my tests affected by yeast?
No.
Ross, what do you get?
I don't know.
Are some of Franny's tests affected by yeast? I get yes.
I don't know.
Okay, well, all right. Well, we'll stay with the. Well, these are the things that you should tweet anyway. That when you ask accelerator questions and answer them, those are the things to do tweeting about. So
I can remember.
This is probably a good time to start that phase of this.
The phase.
Okay.
The tweeting phase.
Yeah.
But you should discuss your tweets more. Like I watched your thing last time, and you were just writing your tweets and you weren't saying them first. Say them to each other first.
Well, first we have to write them before we say them to each other.
No, say them first. Say them first and then write them, because see, that's the right way to use a virtual reality. Like when you say something before you write it.
There still are going to be some silent times because I have to think of what I want to
Well, I'm
say.
turning the camera off anyway, so there could be as much silent times as you want.
Oh.
But you definitely, Ross, you should be asking Franny accelerator questions, listening to her answers, and seeing what looks like a tweet to both of you.
But can we go on Twitter first, or do we have to stay on camera?
No, he's going to say he's going to.
This movie was given to you by HUM, the World Ministry of IMMUNICS, which enables you to cure medically incurable diseases. We also produce the Cure Drive and the iCollege of IMMUNICS. This is the home page. And as you see here, the movie that starts playing automatically when the page opens is a 3-hour tutorial film, which underneath it is the beginning of a series of movies. If you click on these links, you go to another movie that's a continuation of the tutorial, showing different aspects of the things that people need to get into when they cure things. The movie shows many people curing things. You'll find complete cure tutorials on the home page. Under the group at the top is another, this is a video and text tutorial, and if you click on the link, you'll see it has 10 lessons, and you can click on each lesson and you'll see that the lessons are movies interspersed with explanations. And if you continue scrolling down the home page, you'll find a huge bank of movies of people curing things. Here's one of someone curing multiple sclerosis that you can click on and these play. Hopefully this one will play in a moment. There it is. So that woman cured PPMS and MS. Here you'll find people from every continent: Europe, the US, Asia, Canada. This woman cured shingles, and in this particular movie that's what she's demonstrating. And at the top of the home page you will find links to the cure meetings that we have every week. 9 p.m. New York time, Rome time 8 p.m. Underneath the cure meetings you'll find a link to friend me. It's actually Byard. I'm Byard, speaking to you on Facebook, and you'll meet many people who are my Facebook friends there who have cured various diseases. Many of us have cured herpes, which is what I cured. Also there, if you have trouble getting signals, there is a whole bank of movies that focus on people who are just starting to get their first signals. Many of these people went on to bigger and better things, and you see them in other movies. But these are movies about their signals, how they got their first signals. At the very top of the home page, you will find above the masthead a link to the cure shows. And we documented people curing things on, we did this on the phone. There are shows on about 75 diseases, and the diseases are listed alphabetically, as you can see. You actually hear the people curing these diseases during these shows. That's post-traumatic stress syndrome from 9/11, you know, the catastrophe. We have a show on that, and fever, somebody curing the fever, several people curing fibromyalgia, flu. We had a flu hotline, and there are many people. These people are actually curing flu, and the flu stops. It clears up during the 15 or 20 minutes of the call. It doesn't take long to cure the flu. Over here you have paralysis, parasitic parenting, Parkinson's disease. When you cure something, please join your voice with the voices of the many people who came before you by reporting your cure in our poll, which you can do right above the tally of the cures that people have reported is here at the top. And as you can see, there's a little link here. And if you click on that, you will come to a form that enables you to report your cure. This page is the hub of the Web College. And as you can see, there are detailed lessons on how to remove viruses, cure cancer. Here's a movie on the right here of a doctor who actually years ago cured the flu on camera. You'll notice that skill 1 in the hierarchy of skills is cure physical diseases. That's actually the easiest thing with this particular approach. And I've put a great many things in the hierarchy of skills that relate to curing physical diseases, such as ending trauma, working on your organs. Now, if we go into the Recode Your DNA, there are 10 applications or 11 applications, and Recode Your DNA is one of them. If we go inside here, what we see is a page with a huge amount of links. And then if we look at the links on the right, after the ones on the left which prepare you, these are the actual lessons. And you can see some of them. It might be hard for some people to see why blind installation procedure is related to recoding your DNA. And this is why we've put it in this application, so that it relates it in your mind. This is the reason the Web College is organized the way it is to relate things for you in your mind. And obviously there are a huge number of things, like if you're curing cancer or herpes or any medically incurable disease, it's obvious that there are a great many things that you have to learn. And they're different for everybody. You do not have to learn everything that's listed here. And in fact, cure is instantaneous. And it's always unexpected how it will come. Like, watch these women. They're going to give you a perspective. This is a good way to conclude this little overview I'm giving you here. I go to the 144th dimension. See if you get a signal on that. Can I go to the 144th dimension?
Can I go to the 144th dimension? Yes? I guess I can.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay, both of you go to the 144th dimension.
I'm taking myself to the 144th dimension.
Me too.
No stopping for gas on the 8th dimension.
Test if you're there.
I'm there.
Me too.
Okay, describe what it's like on the 144th dimension.
I feel clear.
Yeah, I feel less interested in anything below the 144th dimension.
Can we stay here all the time?
I know, exactly. I don't feel like...
I didn't hear the word you said, Jen, when you said how it felt. You said, I feel...
Clear.
Clear, okay.
Yeah, clear.
You can go there and you'll be clear when you're there. Are you clear about anything in particular? And it's okay to say no to that. It's just asking.
Yeah, I feel, well, I mean, this would take a lot of backstory, but there are some decisions that my family's making that I now feel clear about.
Yes, because when you have that perspective from the 144th dimension,
Yeah.
You simply don't care about anything as much.
That's exactly it. But I don't care doesn't sound so good.
Well, see, that's right.
But it's it. That's really
Not in effect.
When people hear we say we don't care, they go, "Well, God, that's sick," you know.
I know. It's a good thing.